At the end of a rocky red road, little red cabin nestled in a hill, where I dreamed and grew and still. Grace Lake, I long to be in the grace of your red heart. Grace Lake, answer me. How is it we came to part? Gray was a sanctuary, gray was joy. This little red homestead where I would sit and watch. Gray wings of wisdom, those sandhill cranes flying under Gray Caribou Mountain that loomed over the plains. Grace Lake, I long to be in the grace of your red heart. Grace Lake, answer me. How is it we came to part? Gray gave me peace. Gray gave me love. Gray held me close. Gray was my blood. Grace Lake, enchanting land of my heart, it broke that we should part. Turn to the hard red, turn to the moonwise, turn to Grace Lake, surrender your pride. Oh, caribou, you dormant giant, transforming hearts with your gold. Your song will long live on in hearts soft and tender as we sing the melodies of every story we remember. The lessons found in each new place bring me back to Grace Lake's grace. Grace Lake, I long to be in the grace of your red heart. Oh, Grace Lake, your love for me in each new home I will impart. born. It lives on in me. Grace Lake, I'll always be in Grace Lake. Miss you, Grandma. That was really hard. It was really hard. She loved Grace Lake so much. And when we were kids, she would tell me and my sister and my cousin that if we told a lie or we swore, the dragonflies would sew our mouths shut. And I was so afraid of dragonflies, but she would catch them in her hands. I dare say she'd catch a bee in her hands, too. She wasn't ever afraid of the insects, but they freaked me out. Grandma taught me how to sew. This is the last thing I sewed, this was her fabric. I sewed it on her machine. And Grandma loved, through taking care of us, she took care of all the grandkids in her own way. And through baking, there's always delicious baked cookies and rum cake, and she made the best waffles you've ever had. And for some reason, her homemade syrup, which was just Maybelline and sugar, was the best syrup in the world. Like, it wasn't actual maple syrup. And her pancakes and waffles were made from Bisquick, and yet me and my sister cannot replicate the recipe to save our lives. So it's gone with her. And I remember one time I was home alone. I'd gotten home from school. It was during the census, and it was probably just a census person coming by to take a poll, but for some reason they scared the living daylights out of me, and I knew Grandma was home, and I called her, and she just came rushing over, and I was shaking, and she picked me up and took me back to her place, and I don't even think she put on her shoes. I don't remember. She just came straight over. It felt like an eternity. Families are a funny thing. Like, there's no perfect family. We had our opportunities, as Grandma liked to say. It's just an opportunity. But the more we're just who we are and accept that this is who we are. And Grandma was just who she was. And she was so proud of me when I sang this song for her. And she was the one who would go tell all her friends about her granddaughter who sings. When I did my first recital in Blackfoot, she is the one who filled half the chapel with her friends. And had me come sing for the senior center. I was just so happy to have her friends hear me. And I told her I was coming to Scotland the morning I left, because I didn't book the flight till the day before I left. And I went to tell her, and she just wrapped her arms around me and said, "Oh, I'm so happy for you." And I know she really was. She was so happy to see me running off to where I wanted to be. But I'm so grateful I got to spend the time I did with her this year. And I'm gonna miss her. Grandma, I'm gonna miss you. And now I won't be able to sing this without thinking of her. Oh. Yeah. But just like Grayslake lives on in my heart, so does Grandma. Whenever I bake something or sew or sing this song or sing Danny Boy. No, I didn't think I could do that for another funeral or another celebration of life. I didn't think I could do that. But that's okay. She heard me sing it at Grandpa's celebration. Yeah. We love you, Grandma. We miss you. And you'll be with us in our hearts.